Okay, it's recording. Brilliant. So, hi, I'm Cursed1701, and this is going to be my Hotline Miami New Game Plus 80% submission for Project Fundraiser Online Onilink86 edition, I believe it is. This is this is a decent run to have because it's super fast paced, lots of things happening, but it's not massively technical. Meaning that if donations are coming in, I can just kind of keep quiet about it, because most of my commentary is going to be talking about strategies. There's kind of a few bits where I need to talk about what's going on, which adds like a little bit of time to the run, but it's kind of neither here nor there. I'm just kind of going to hope this goes well and get started. So I haven't run this properly for like a month or so, so this will be a proper no reset run. So first level, and the first thing we should explain is the mask choice. I'm playing as Brandon because Brandon gets it's either 30, but it might be 33% movement buff. Now because we're speedrunning, obviously we want that, we want to go fast. The other master we could use for this category is Tony. We do use him once because he's very consistent, but if we want to go for fastest possible times, we want to be using Brandon. So what I did there is menuing or quit and continue, whatever you want to call it. That was slow mask selection because I was uncertain of how many times I'd gone up. Yeah, so we use continue like a lot throughout the run because that was bad. Yeah, this is really quite bad, but once I practice this, it'll be fine. So yeah, it saves a lot of time throughout the run. Like, I think the first time you do it, like just starting the run, it saves in the region of 16 seconds or something. I don't know what to talk about. So the other thing that's important to know is that because we have to select masks at every level, so he survived the bullet there. That is an intentional mechanic, I assure you. Might not be a light mechanic, but this is bad. Yeah, I kind of deserve that death, to be honest. So, so much is happening. So those sort of foamy walls you can shoot through, but they can't shoot you through, which is quite handy. I feel like I've skipped a level. Because this isn't actually nearly as bad pace as it should be. So this is the first real difference from all levels. So good hitboxes, we execute through the wall. Yeah, I deserve that attack, to be honest. We execute through the wall, we pick up the weapon to lure hopefully one person, but as you can see I completely messed it up, ending him close to the car, which meant I didn't actually get the trick done. I should be losing more time than this. Like, I'm not complaining about only losing 20-30 seconds, but I should. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Anyways, so I mentioned using Tony, that's because this. That's unlucky. It's purely because of this room. So Tony has instant executions, which is just so handy. We punch those guys, more execution through walls. So I should probably talk about, given what happened just then, I should talk about weapon pickups. So every time you pick up the gun, the order is determined by what dropped first. So the first thing that dropped here when I came for it the previous time was a bat, so I picked up the bat before the shotgun. For some rooms where like items spawn, they take priority over everything, so they got there first. Oh, I was talking about cycles earlier. So yeah, cycles are kind of weird in this category. Now I'm going to try to hit a difficult cycle with this room. I'm probably going to miss it because... yeah, I reckon I missed it. Oh! So I've kind of hit enough of the cycle. Only so that like the easiest hurdle, never mind. So this is a different cycle to the one I just had because mask selection takes like time to affect cycles, whereas in all levels like the mask selection time is really minimal. Okay, let's wait a bit more there. And that's so the two things that affects category. There's a few skips. So I normally try to go for as many melee strategies as possible because they just always seem to end up getting better. But like there's some rooms where you just have to take a gun, which kind of sucks. Yeah, so we've done Full House, we've done Tension, so I think Clean Hit's next. Yeah, so Clean Hit is not the most interesting level. Basically, like, it relies heavily on guns. If I do it right, I shouldn't lose like any time at all here, but okay, so I didn't spray as well as I could have, evidently, so I lost a bit of time because you basically need to kill all of those guys to kill the room. So these guys don't see you if you stand here, but the normal patrolling guys kind of do. Now we just kill some people who are going to be down there, get this axe, die because you're bad at the game. Again because it's still bad at the game. I could have done that better. Oh well. But that's Clean Hit. Now we're coming up to the second most difficult skip in the game. Because so skipping part 1 for level Decadence, it's pretty simple. Like you just pick up that guy and kind of go for it. But here we need to do something a little bit different. So I head right, now I head left, and there's an invisible wall which kind of stops me getting out because the game wants you to kill. That's new. So we need to get 2 people because we need to get past that invisible. If this guy wants to pick up the weapon, that'd be great. I hate when that happens. Let's see the weapon. Okay, so we need 2 people because we need to break out of the invisible wall before we kind of. I did that wrong because I was thinking of Assault Skip, which is later on in the run. So yeah, 1 to get out and 1 to get in the car. Now it doesn't skip the entire level, which is a bit unfortunate, but it skips most of it. Now this guy's important. He's called Biker, and you kind of find out why later in the run. Now casually, you probably found this boss difficult if you played Hotline Miami, but he just does this. He just reacts on your movement. You can basically control the entire fight. Now there is a very fancy, recently discovered, well, I'm not going to say discovered, a recently mastered skip. So so trying to kill him close to the door, because yeah, it reduces walking, but if you know what you're doing, and I don't, you can get him stuck in a wall such that the game doesn't know where to put you, it teleports you straight into the elevator. which obviously saves a few more seconds. Okay, now push it. It's a brilliant level that has some lovely movement. It looks really flashy. So we're going to do none of that. We're just going to bait this guy out there, get him close to the car. Trying to get. You need to be slightly careful with how you throw the bat, because if you throw him too close to the car, you can soft lock the level. If you throw him too far away, then you have to pick up the bat and throw it again, which is obviously slow, so I was being a little careful with the setup, but whatever. Now, Crackdown's quite a fun level. At least I enjoy it enough. Yeah, I deserve that death. So again, the cycle's a little different, because obviously we have to do master selection. Now, where's that dog there? So this bottom room is RNG. I kind of like to pick up that weapon through the walls sometimes, but it doesn't kind of always work, because it depends on where you... Okay, so I want that knife, because that's going to make this a bit easier. I'm spoken to a little more people, but whatever this works. Okay, so we need to kill like an amount of people, then that red light shows up, which means the police have come. Let me just get out here, punch that. You don't have to punch that guy, but it's kind of getting one back at the game, so I think everyone punches him. Now, this is like, in my goals, this is a really short segment, and it's because of, this is the most difficult level, or one of the most difficult levels in this run, and we've got good RNG for it. That first guy having a knife is not required by any sense of the word, but it just means the rest of the run where did it go? It just means like the other rooms play up a lot nicer. So again, not required, but like it makes my life a lot easier. That guy on the right in the bottom room is RNG as to where he is. I'm getting more dice than I need right now. So I'm throw one down there. To keep, because I need it for it. Well, again, don't need it, but it makes this room nice, it makes the room after very nice as well. Okay, so that guy, good with Shotgun's X from that top room, sometimes sees me if I slightly peek out too far when it ends in the room. I don't want, this is, yeah, that was bad positioning. I'm okay with that death. I'm not okay with that death. So getting this gun isn't about killing everyone, it's about killing everyone who has a gun. That's quite bad. Okay, so I'm trying to throw a weapon at him to knock him down. That was nice. And I even picked up a knife. The knife also makes this room kind of a lot nicer, because you can just kind of run up through there. Pausing to see if he saw me on the way up, but he didn't, which is convenient. Now, bad guys take 6 bullets to kill, but if you get them with like a full shotgun thing, they die in 1. And then you can shoot up there without seeing, which is quite nice. Now, I haven't even made too bad time, because I know my gold for this is pretty unoptimized, but because I'm so... Yeah, it's a long score screen. Now this is not the easiest, actually kind of the easiest, but also the fastest skip to pull off. It's quite a fun level, so it's quite a hard level, so it's kind of a shame that we skip it in this category, but we're going fast, not doing every level. Now, after this, I need to crash the game, because it sounds bad, but I need to crash the game because there's a cutscene that plays out. But fortunately, right as you start the cutscene, the game saves, which means it's actually faster. Unless you have a particularly slow PC, it would be... I've slightly messed up the movement there. I might get... Yeah, that's kind of fair enough, because I messed up. I shouldn't be messing up on this level, but again, this is my first run since. Oh, really? That's an embarrassing death to take. Not death, but there we go. I shouldn't be messing up in this level like at all. But I guess it kind of helps me put a good estimate. Getting deaths I shouldn't take. So yeah, crash the game, skip a cutscene because it's slightly faster. Save icon in the bottom right hand corner if you're particularly quick at looking at those things. Now this is a difficult skip that I might mess up on, but if I don't, I'll gold this segment by like a minute or so, so let's hope for the best. Assault casually and speedrunning it properly is just a pain for everyone involved. Come on, there you go. So you need 2 people. I have a slightly different setup to some people, because okay, this is actually quite good. It's all that better. Basically, I don't want anything that these guys can look at, which is why I get rid of that second gun. Now, that was really clean, at least for my standards. And I didn't mash left enough. So a 33-second in-game time is like pretty good. Well, this is also one of the world record holders said Vengeance is one of the most difficult when I walk through the door. It's one of the most difficult levels to speedrun effectively. The guy has a different reaction time depending on whether he has a melee weapon or a gun, and he can have either, and you don't know which until it happens. I also haven't really practiced this. But yeah, pretty much the same skip you've been seeing throughout the run. Now this is Showdown. This is the end of the main story. I say main story because if you look at my splits, you'll see like you still have a part after this to go. The boss levels in Hotline Miami are always kind of a puzzle, like you need to just figure out what to do and then do it. It involves a lot of mashing left click for this boss. Ideally you want to not shoot any bullets at all, because it's faster to obviously throw a knife earlier, but if you throw it too early then you won't hit him at all, because the hitbox won't be there yet. So despite having a terrible run up to now, I've made up most of that time back. Maybe 30 seconds behind, but this is like a big gold. This is a nice point for reflection in the run, because you just have this time which you don't have because the menuing speeds everything up. And then mash ESC because we want to get through the credits. 50-second gold. Neat. So yeah, this is the biker again. You might remember him from earlier. Can I PB with this run? I think... No, I can't. Not quite, but nearly. At least not now, anyway. I'm not gonna make this cycle. I can't believe I made that. That was... so the key bit about Hotline is you never know what's going to happen with the RNG. Like, you can plan for most circumstances, and the strategies that we do for levels that we don't skip are revolved around we want to do this level like quickly and reliably, but like strategies go wrong, summaries revolve around RNG, everyone's favourite enemy. So that guy seeing you is kind of RNG but kind of not. His position is RNG though, which means sometimes... Come on, get over. Like, what are you So I need the nice actually, because they make, oh well, they make this room easier if you have all 3 knives, but like it's technically it's quite bad. Okay, that's fine. So I didn't want this guy bomb to see me, but that's kind of okay. Now there's a shot. Oh, so I meant to hit the middle guy, but that's kind of okay. Hitting that top guy is good because that's RNG, so that was... I'd like to claim hitting him blind off screen with his position being random is skill, but that would just be a lie. So that's kind of the last proper level of the game. This is just finishing up... I can't even say this is finishing up the story, because we're just skipping over everything. Like, if anyone watching this who hasn't played the game can make any sense of the story, I'd love to hear your thoughts, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not seeing anything going on, we're skipping all the text, we're skipping cutscenes, bosses. This is the last example of good hitboxes in the game. I just use him to get through the wall because basically when you do an execution, and that counts as an execution for some reason, as opposed to moving your sprite, basically your character is destroyed and a new one is made. Which means your hitbox kind of just goes through the wall because it was never active. This is resolution, which is really the finishing point. Time comes up when we reached bike. I might have pressed it a touch early, but a 20:55 for a pretty bad run. So in terms of an estimate, I haven't fully decided, but I'm probably going to roll with 23-24 minutes because I could reasonably expect parts 1 through 3 to go that bad, like in a no reset marathon environment, but I could probably expect to lose a lot more time in part 4, and I did lose time to part 5, so I think that's reasonable. Yeah, probably 23-24 minutes. I'm Cursed1701 and thank you for watching my submission.